Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners in Chicago and around the world, Windy City citizens and surrounding suburbanites, tech-savvy millennials, and baby-booming Luddites, if you're still out there, welcome to yet another very special The Game Show and Stuff!
Pew, 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 pew.
Yay! Sound effects and fanfare here. We're doing it, guys.
We made it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. We're all alive.
Well, welcome
For now.
to the Game Show and Stuff. My name is Anderson Loffer, the host of the Game Show here on the fabulous Double Dare set, 1988. To my left, or my right, I guess, is to one of my directions is James Anthony Oakley Jazz.
Hey, thank you, Anderson. Thank you, everybody. Please don't use my government name. It's void now.
You gave up your name for coronavirus.
Just, I mean, you know.
In the name of coronavirus.
That's right.
Directly beneath me, in stature and on the screen, sweet Johnny Moe.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Woo!
Ooh, ooh.
And kitty corner for me. Is that right? Is that what you say? Kitty
Not
corner?
just any corner. Kitty corner.
It's the great Sidney Davis Jr.
Thank you. Thank you.
Insert
Thank you.
applause and fanfare here. That's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm just going to verbally interject all of
Please do.
what would have been the drops. So I'll just like verbally drop them. Drop it.
Well, here we are in our new normal,
Yep.
Mhm.
2020.
Yep.
The year of coronavirus.
It's going to make the cover of Time.
Yes. We're the greatest generation now. Since
Guys,
the other
we're
generation
living
is dead.
history right now.
They've all died of the glass lung, which is
Yeah.
what they'll say a million years from now. Remember when the glass lung came to Earth?
The glass lung sounds like a new strain of weed.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta
it
give you
does.
some of
Hell
that
yeah.
glass lung, man. Straight up slaps.
Dank.
It slaps. This coronavirus strain of weed is
Yeah, yeah. COVID-19 is totally going to be a strain of weed by the time this is
Yeah.
all over.
It will.
And whenever you smoke it, you just feel like you can't leave the house. You just get really paranoid.
My isolation zone, bro.
How's everybody holding up? Johnny, I see you're in a halfway house from 1984. With
Jesus. I'm good. I am
You got
good.
like a CRT TV in the back.
Yeah, that's right. A 400-pound television.
Well, you know, haven't gotten around to going to get a fancy flat screen, so
Yeah, that's okay.
I make do with what I got.
Yeah.
I actually watch most of my TV on my Mac most of the time.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's rare that you meet people who watch TV on a TV now.
Hmm.
That's true. But I'll tell you though, when I go out looting, I'll definitely pick one up for you. They're
Thank
pretty
you.
light now, so I'll get
Thanks, man.
Oh, yeah. You can carry two of them.
you
That's how
100
light they are.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
handles and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the purge
You'd
starts.
be like a walking Sublime song.
Aren't I always?
Yeah, that's true.
I am curious when the purge part is going to begin.
It's
this.
probably going to happen pretty soon when the body count starts to really go up and people start getting really fucking scared.
And when the cops all call in sick.
Yeah. It's like 20% of the EMTs are down right now in New York, isn't it? 15, 20% are sick. Oh, man.
I got a flash emergency alert on my phone today asking for people to at the state of Illinois needs people to come in and be medical practitioners.
Yeah.
Even
It
volunteers.
said it only wants licensed people, and I was like, man, you need to start asking for not licensed people and then train them for 3 days.
I have a certificate from
Hey.
Second City's A through E improv.
That's
Perfect.
good.
Start taking anybody soon. Like in
Yeah,
the next
that's
good.
right. I have an improv license.
literally any certificate, print it offline. If it's blank, that's fine. Bring it in.
Yeah. I wanted to go around and ask everybody what they're doing just for their routine, their daily routine.
Mm-hmm.
But to speak to what you just said, don't listen to This American Life if you get a chance. Podcast, because it's fucking all about like individual personal, stories about what people are going through right now.
Oh.
And it's really, really fucking upsetting. It's about, like, today's story was about a husband and wife that have a toddler, like a 2-year-old, and both of them got it. Both the mom and dad got it.
Oh.
And they live in a 1-bedroom New York apartment. And so they're like, we don't know how to take care of this kid because we're like,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then you can't send the kid elsewhere because you've already been in, man.
Yeah.
Dude, this is a really hard time to be in comedy.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Only because I don't know if we can really talk about it that humorously yet, right?
No.
Everything's too soon. I mean, and everybody's making jokes. I mean, I think the first exposure most people had to the virus was fucking, Corona beer jokes with some dude passed out being like, he got coronavirus, but I don't know, man. I almost feel like the next time we do a show, we should just not talk about it.
No, I think it's
talk about everything else in the fucking world.
Yeah. At the point where people started dying of it, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to talk about this, actually.
Problem is, there's nothing else to talk about because
Tiger King.
Yeah.
There's Tiger King.
Dude.
That's it.
Yeah, except by next week, they're going to be like, everyone in the Tiger King is dead from coronavirus.
Exactly.
Oh, my God. So only the tigers remain.
It's going to be like the opening scene to 12 Monkeys. There's just going to be tigers.
Yeah.
The libraries.
1,100 fucking tigers in Missouri or wherever the fuck that guy's from. All escaped and they're running around.
That's right. And it would serve us right. It would serve us right. Oh, my God.
Looking for meat.
Yeah, they would then become the Walmart meat off that truck.
Right. That's a good point.
And then it'll be the people who died of corona. They'll be so I saw this video yesterday where somebody was secretly recording a hospital loading bodies into a refrigerated truck. And he was like, where are they taking this? The person taking the video was like, this is real, y'all. This is some real shit. But it was people in scrubs loading bodies onto this giant refrigeratable truck, freaking Walmart.
They did the same thing.
Where are they taking them?
They did the same thing in 1995 when they had that huge heat wave here in Chicago. Something like 500 people died in the middle of that, and they had to store them in refrigerated trucks because they just had no room in the morgue to be able to store them.
Oh, I thought maybe they were taking them somewhere.
No.
Kind of like that guy who went, remember that guy who went viral because he donated his mom's body to science and then he found out she was being used as a grenade launcher? Did you read about that? I swear to God.
Wait, what?
So this guy donated his deceased mother's body to science because that's what she wanted. She wanted her organs and stuff to go to use. And I kid you not, they were using her body to strap explosives. And he only found out because I think he found a video of it somewhere or something.
No.
I swear to you, that is a true story. You can look it up.
Hey, you want to donate your body to science? You better be ready. Science.
But I want to be a grenade launcher. Are you kidding? My parents can save $10,000 on my funeral, and I can be launched in a come on.
When you said grenade launcher, I thought you meant they put a spring in her arm.
That's what I thought too.
So I'm gonna look it up right now.
And they were like, Paul, and she was like, what?
They just flipped her upside down and were using her ass as a mortar. They were just dropping.
Yeah. Well, it was something. Let's see here. Yeah, man suing body donation company after mother's corpse was used for bomb testing. Whoa. An Arizona man is suing a body donation company for selling his mother's body to the military for blast testing. Jim Stauffer believed his mother's body would be used for medical research instead. It was used to test bomb impact.
That is medical research.
Right. Years later, a reporter from Reuters contacted him with some shocking news. In 2016, they found that more than 20 dead bodies donated to an Arizona broker were actually used in the U.S. Army blast experiments.
Awesome.
That's science.
Yeah.
I want to be a blast
You
experiment.
can't just donate your body. Science is a big word. It means pretty much everything. You know?
Yeah, you don't get to do the cool shit when you're dead.
Yeah. It's like I'm donating my body to plants. Like plants.
I want to be
what is that?
blasted off. I
Yeah.
want to be a grenade. Blow me up.
That would be something.
Although,
You know,
why
you know-
not really? I mean, your body's not very useful after you're fucking dead.
Right.
Mhm.
It's like you can either plant a tree that's not going to grow because I've eaten way too many Doritos,
Yeah.
or
like a
you
burrito
can
tree.
blow me up. Right? Like, are you going to get like a Red Bull plant growing, or are you just going to like blow me up?
Awesome.
Yeah. A ranch dressing plant tree.
A ketchup bush.
Yeah, a Sour Patch Kid sprig.
Oh my god! Wait, Sydney, are you in high school? Because it sounds like you're eating.
That was my college diet.
We have to
kids
talk
was-
to you about your diet.
Cafeteria all day.
Yeah.
That was my college diet. Luckily, that's not. I had a roasted pepper stuffed with egg whites today, so we're doing
Wow.
better.
That sounds awesome.
Third
man.
crowd.
It was actually really good.
A whole 180 there.
Right, right. Well, do you want to know what happened? I lost a kidney. I swear to you, that's what happened. I lived off Red Bull just like constantly and Sour Patch Kids, and then when I was 21, I lost a kidney, and I was like, oh, I better not do this anymore.
Yeah, that'll learn you.
There you go.
I'll do it.
So, how many kidneys do you have normally? Like three,
Like in my
three
body or in
four?
my fridge?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Too. In my
Just-
fridge. Good
Is
one.
the FBI listening to this? Because if so,
Yep.
I only have one.
Yes, they are.
Only one. Yeah.
One works. I have the other one is still there, it just doesn't work, and then I have the working one. But if you're like if you're like trying to make some income, I have like a few.
Sweet.
Good to know.
If you're in the market.
How fresh?
Like pretty fresh.
Sweet.
Like
Yeah.
the dude's still in my tub. He hasn't woken
Like
up yet.
not super old.
not old enough to be a blast experiment.
Yeah. Sydney's kidneys.
Oh
All right. Well, let's hear about everybody's routine during these dark months.
wow.
I'd like to talk about that.
Go ahead, Jen.
I have not had the benefit of having a job since the 15th. So in order to combat the lethargy that could possibly come into that, I've given my days structure. And so I've been applying for jobs and setting up unemployment and applying for grants and in the middle of all that, creating an exercise regimen. I have this this back driveway of the building. It's all gated in, and I'm out there like 2 or 3 times a week, like a prisoner in a prison yard, just doing laps and calisthenics.
So it's just like talking about dudes' butts when they walk by. Like,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Practicing my shiving.
yeah, you're like, you're too Puerto Rican for me. Keep going.
He's out there with a toothbrush,
Yeah.
carving it down, just grinding.
Grinding it down.
I'm gonna fuck one of you and stab the other. And then
At the
fuck
same
him
time.
too. Yeah.
And also I decided that because of all this I need to make a drastic change in my life, so I've started to study coding,
Nice.
and I'm thinking if things don't work out the way I hope, that I'll probably be in school this year and do something very different come this time next year.
That's great.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
I think I've been thinking about it for a while, and it seems like the perfect opportunity to do that. And it's been good because I feel like I have a background in digital marketing, so it's not a big leap, in terms of the tech. So giving it a shot.
Are you do you have like a LinkedIn and a profile and stuff?
Mhm. Yep.
Oh, good. Okay. Awesome.
Dude,
So that's my boring way of saying I'm doing okay.
Good. I'm really
Cool.
glad to hear that. That's great.
insert applause here.
Are you doing it? What are you making for dinner? What's your diet?
I had chicken like on a pita bread with broccoli, and I had sliced pineapple.
That sounds pretty good.
But yesterday I had a whole like half a pizza by myself. So there you go.
You say that like it's a problem?
Yeah, half a pizza.
Just half. Where'd the other half go?
Yeah.
Only problem
How
after you have
about you,
two.
Jazz?
Oh, well, technically, I'm still working. I'm still employed by the high school and the city. We're being paid in absentia because of the act of God.
City job.
Yeah, yeah, man. So I have a Google spreadsheet, like a time stamp spreadsheet that I enter my daily activities into. I used to get to work at 7:30. Now I just get up at 7:30, right? And then I'll like clock in, make some coffee, kind of, fart around, look at my emails and stuff like that. Um, we've been pretty religiously making like a good breakfast every morning. And then when I'm not working on stuff or watching the governor or the president speak and trying to avoid apoplectic rage over conditions as they develop. I've been doing a lot of just like creative stuff. I'm actually working on finally making a vlog.
Nice.
And I can't do like the normal vlog where you're just like holding a camera and like, hey guys, this is what I'm doing, and like I'm gonna walk around in a circle, and you know what I mean. So I'm writing some stuff, and I've developed some interesting little devices. I made like a paper doll of myself that I'm gonna like animate to like, to kind of just so people don't have to look at my fucking face the whole time. I actually made like a here. Let me see if I can get it up here. I made like I got a bunch of clay over the holidays, okay? And so I started making a clay version of myself, and I'll show you a picture of it. Let me find a good one. So here's let's see if I can get it up on the screen for you. So that's me in clay form.
Wow. You look so rakish.
Yeah, you look like Rajneesh. The Wild Country.
Whatever, dude. And then here's the full guy. If I can
Wow, look at that. That's so cool, man.
That's
Good
like
job.
a marionette kind of style, right?
Well, I made like a wire armature. I looked at some videos and figured out how to make like a little armature. And so, so I made a little thing.
Can you make one of me and Andy?
Sure. He's kind of like a bendy dude. And,
Yeah, like a Gumby.
You remember those bendable dudes? I even made I made glasses for him.
Wow. That's really something, man.
So yeah, and I'm gonna try to do some cool stuff with that. And like I said, man, I'm gonna try to talk about anything and everything but what's going on in the world right now, and just kind of like tell stories and just do a lot of stuff. A buddy of mine, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but actually this buddy of mine, Dave Myers, if you didn't see the links that I put up on Facebook, you should go find his stuff on YouTube, because he started this thing called Dave's Coronavirus Isolation Cooking Show. And like he's like one of the most talented dudes I've ever met. He's really funny and quirky. He's a musical genius. He's kind of like, he's actually a really good chef. And he started this show, and I mean, it's brilliant. You guys will love it. I mean, it's like really like our kind of style of humor. And he's got his own theme song. He's like, it's Dave's Coronavirus Isolation Cooking Show. It's Dave's Coronavirus Isolation Cooking Show. It's fucking awesome, man.
Nice.
So anyway, so that's been a big inspiration too. And obviously he's talking about being in quarantine and making interesting meals for oneself, and just doing a lot of cool shit. So anyway,
Nice.
so yeah, so that's like just a lot of production planning and writing and fucking around with clay, bro. And then as far as meals go, me and Stacy been crock potting a lot of stuff. The kid likes grilled cheeses and quesadillas and mac and cheese and anything with cheese. So we stock a lot of
Carbs and cheese only.
Exactly.
Smart kid.
We're just loading the kid up with cheese and carbs all day.
That's right. Gonna give you that beatus.
That's right. Then she just gets bloated and sleepy, and we roll her ass
farts
in
all the time.
Anyway, so that's what I'm doing with my time in isolation ish.
Nice.
Excellent. How about you, Sid?
So, I work for Second City. I work for the training center. So about halfway through the term, we had to instantly roll over to online, which was really interesting because we had planned on starting an online school, and that was in the works, but none of us had really trained on it or used it or anything. So just to like instantly just have to learn how to go online, we're doing a lot of that. But I also do, on the side, I do a lot of like private public speech coaching or stand-up coaching or storytelling coaching for people who have, usually it's for people who have taken every level they can at Second City, but they still want that like tutelage. So I've been doing that online a lot and more, and it's been really, really interesting. So this week I spent like 11 hours online with people, just like teaching them how to basically navigate working from home online now. Because a lot of people, they aren't as familiar with that, the distance communication, even if it's just don't hold your laptop like this whenever you're in a meeting type thing. So that's been really cool to kind of just, I didn't know that was going to be the business venture now, but I can do it from here, from this 1980s hotel room.
I was going to say, you look like you're in a Gordon Gekko's conference room.
So that's been kind of cool, just like helping people just figure out how to navigate this whole weird thing, and keeping comedy classes going online. And then just streaming a lot of funny stories on Facebook for anyone who wants to watch them. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just figuring out like what people need, where they need it, and how to kind of tap into that, I guess.
Yeah, cool, man.
Very experimental. And eating a lot of healthy food. I told you guys about my college diet, but I have been eating lots of healthy food.
Like what? Give me an example. I'll tell you if it's healthy.
So like today for lunch, I cut bell peppers in half and I filled them with like egg whites and kale and vegetables and a little bit of sausage and cooked those. And then I've been doing, what else? Like yesterday I had like a Mediterranean chicken bowl. Just some of them have been recipes from those little delivery boxes. Other ones have just been recipes that sounded good and I had the stuff in my fridge. But my main goal is to just every day, it went from I'm going to work out at home every day to I'm just not going to eat more calories than I burned today. And that's been hard. That's been really hard.
Fucking real hard, man.
Yeah, you go from like walking 13 miles a day to you're lucky if you hit 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait.
Have you guys been going for any walks?
Yeah. I have a dog, so I kind of like, it's like built in.
Yeah.
I go to the post office. We're still surprisingly selling a few things. My summer hustle is doing eBay and Craigslist and stuff, which is definitely going to fall the fuck off in the future, I imagine.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
It's not growing now?
I don't know, man. I think people are reluctant to handle used stuff these days, aren't they?
Oh.
I don't know. It's the same as new stuff.
Or maybe people are just hesitant to like let go of their money right now.
That's a big part of it too, I'm sure. But I think ultimately it'll swing back up. But right now, nobody. Yeah, I mean, you see in listings all the time. It's like from a kid-free, pet-free, smoke-free home, and now it's got to be like. Also, we tested negative for coronavirus. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we stood 6 feet away from it at all times. We didn't even package it. We're not even even going to send it to you. Just buy it.
We used those robot pincher arms.
Right. Exactly. Hermetically stored. So yeah. So walks to the post office, walks to the Walgreens, taking the kid out to burn off some energy, walk around the block, that's about it though. The first day, I mean, look, and I usually keep my phone in my pocket, but the first day of the quarantine, I literally had 9 steps on my phone for the whole day. 9 steps.
That's how quick, man. That's how quick it happens.
Yep.
I'm determined to end this the same weight that I started it.
Oh, man.
Before, I was like, I'm going to get fit and all that. And now I'm just like, I just want to be the same.
Yeah. And then hopefully you don't get to the point like in a month from now where you're like, I just don't want to gain 50 pounds.
I want to fit in the same tops. Bottoms, maybe not.
Bottoms,
tops,
whatever.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah. Well, Nikki doesn't work right now, and I'm a real estate agent. We're not allowed to show any places, even though technically we're still employed. So I go and I work for like an hour a morning, just answering emails, and I do virtual tours for people. You know, my like
That's
360 3D virtual reality tours. So I like walk somebody on Zoom through a place.
And then all of a sudden, King Koopa comes out of left field and starts throwing fireballs.
And then
That's
I have
cool,
this,
though, that you can give virtual tours.
This virtual reality headset, and Nikki and I are taking boxing classes in virtual reality.
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
At
That's
the
one
same
thing
time, or?
No,
Yeah,
we have to do it different times.
Damn, that's what I want to see. I want to watch two people with VR headsets just
That's another thing I'm looking forward to when all this stuff ends is, or when we get the all clear, is like taking class again, whether that be yoga or like boxing or martial arts. Or I desperately need to be in that environment again, you know, kinesthetically learning.
Yeah.
Kinesthetic, dog.
Yeah, buddy.
Kinesthetic like a motherfucker.
Exactly.
And so then we like, I don't know, take a nap, and then we're end up staying up to like 3 or 4 in the morning because time means nothing.
Really? See, I've been in bed by like 9 p.m. every night just because I run out of things to do.
Sure.
Wow.
Oh, see, that's good too. We've been watching a lot of series all the way through.
Nice.
So we just did the last season of Ozark. We did the first season of the Kirsten Dunst, whatever her name is. You know, the blonde lady from Spider-Man.
Well, what series was she in?
Yeah, what show?
It's called Becoming a God in Central Florida.
Oh, yeah.
On Showtime.
Is that the one
so
with
Tiger King.
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
Isn't that the one with Willem Dafoe as well?
No, he's not in it. And maybe he's second season, but he's not in the one we saw.
Okay.
And then we just started Ray Donovan, and that has 7 seasons. So
he's my guy.
It's like till tomorrow.
Liev Schreiber's my guy, man. That dude's awesome.
Yeah. He's just getting a lot of blowjobs and murdering motherfuckers right now.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah. That's episode.
And then he's also like acting.
Not in this. Just sitting there getting blowjobs.
I love it.
Yeah, so that's kind of what's happening over here.
Do you guys ever catch yourself, like, when you think about it too far, just kind of having like a miniature existential crisis?
Oh, all the time. Like once or twice a week.
How, like, imagine at Christmas if somebody had given you an iPad and it was a video of what your life is like right now. Right? Like how we'd be like, what? Like, what?
Yeah.
But
would
now
have been
it's
like,
just normal.
cool. But now,
now we're just
cool.
like, oh yeah.
Well, especially because there was so much just like fervent idealism about 2020. We're going to vote Trump out of office, and we're going to change the fucking world, and everything's going to be great. And it couldn't be worse than 2019. It couldn't be any worse than 2019. Oh, I can't wait till 2019 is over because it couldn't get any worse. What's fucking worse?
Like, we could go outside in 2019. We could go outside.
Oh my God, we could go outside.
You know, I've been trying to use Instacart instead of going to the grocery store.
Use Postmates, it's cheaper.
Well,
Oh my God.
Instacart's like flooded.
Also, Instacart is a bunch of fucking morons who work at Instacart.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
You know, they're like, these are the real heroes. You mean the fucking dopes that want to go to the grocery store all day are the real heroes?
No.
So I order from Instacart, you know, and we try to order for like 2 weeks. And, you know, part of the reason we did it is because they're like, you know, the more people go to the grocery store, the more people will get sick. So we're like, okay, we'll pay a guy to go and do the grocery shopping who's at the grocery store anyway, you know, and then 2 less people touching stuff.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough.
So we order, obviously the grocery store is out of a whole bunch of shit. And so they're like live on your phone. They're like replacing things as you go, you know, and they're like, they replaced a Tombstone frozen pizza with a Mariano's brand frozen pizza, whatever, you know, and then you hit approve and then they go on. But this woman like private messages me and she's like, they're out of most stuff. So I'm just going to do my best. I'm like, okay, that sounds good. So Nikki wanted some ginger ale, you know, and the lady goes, Terry replaced ginger ale with Diet Dr. Pepper. Fuck, they don't have anything else at the store. So I'm like, don't get if they don't have ginger ale, just don't get any.
Just skip it.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
or, get like Schweppes instead of Canada Dry. And she's like, oh, okay. Just get a different fucking brand of ginger ale instead of an entirely different thing altogether. It's like she replaced spaghetti noodles with chicken.
Did you get your shopper from wish.com? Is that like what
seriously.
happened?
So she ends up like going through this whole, I'm like live talking to her. It would have saved time if I just fucking went to the grocery store, because I'm having to talk to her the entire time.
Yeah, right.
So she gets to the end to check out, and then she text messages me and says, hey, my Instacart credit card that they give us got declined, and so I have to put everything back, and someone else will come do your order later on. So she touched everything. Then a bagger touched everything and put it in a bag. And then somebody else had to take it all out and put it back. And then another Instacart guy had to come and put everything back in a bag. And then another bagger touched it. So that's 1, 2, 3,
Weird.
4, 5 people touched the stuff that I would have just touched myself.
Right?
How does their credit card get declined? Have they just
don't know.
shopped for like
And then
so
I'm-
many people that day?
And then I'm like, I'm kind of like an 80-year-old man when it comes to customer service. Like I fucking call and complain immediately, no matter what.
Of course you do.
Yeah, like not a person. Like at a restaurant, I would never like go up and complain to anybody, But on the telephone, I'll fucking call. I will make your life hell with emails and texts. Like everyone at Instacart is gonna be like, this motherfucker named Laufer in Chicago. Oh my god, we had to kick him off. I'm like, you sons of bitches don't understand.
Boy,
I wanted-
people sure are ornery.
All I wanted was an Eli's cheesecake.
That's crazy. I always get my groceries off Instacart until this started happening because I couldn't make it. Like I couldn't get one scheduled any day. They were just so, and I've never had that happen. I've never had their card get declined.
It was very weird. And then
But
also, as soon as
made
the
weird
card got
replacements.
declined, she just shut off, like it voided the order. So I couldn't talk back to her and be like, can you just wait there and I'll come and like use my credit card and just get it myself, Because I live a block from the grocery store, which is also what made this so fucking frustrating.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just go?
Because
Why
I was trying
didn't you
to,
just
I'm
go?
trying to save lives.
Okay.
You're a hero, Andy. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. You're a
You don't
hero.
know what's on these grubby mitts.
Insert applause here.
Put a black light on my hand, it would look like a murder scene. Jizz
Just
and
jizz and blood.
and fucking everything. Everyone.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, wow. Hey, what's today, guys?
Today is Tuesday the 31st.
Oh, it's the 31st, right? Okay.
It's
I
day
got
17.
my my unemployment confirmed today, so
Yay!
that's coming in this week. Thank God.
Nice.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
So
What's the,
everybody's on unemployment now, right? Like everybody in the country, pretty much.
A lot of people.
I think 4 million people filed for unemployment in the past 2 weeks.
Wow.
So like worse than the depression.
I think
I
at
don't
the
even
height
know
of the
if they-
depression, 25% of the population was out of work,
And they could go outside.
and they could
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
outside.
They could ride the rails.
They could
In fact-
congregate together and they could share food and they could.
They could
They
play the
could take
spoons.
take a train with the bindle stiff all the way to California. Start a new life.
Yep. They could play the washboard around the
Yeah.
campfire.
You can't even do that. You can't even make a goddamn campfire.
Yeah.
You can't
the
even
smoke-
get together and play a good old-fashioned game of jacks.
Nope.
Hey,
Nothing.
do you guys find yourself being like totally scared the virus is airborne and that if you just like breathe
If it's like an
air-
M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that, but yes, sure.
Yeah.
Do you remember that movie though, where like the trees were killing
The
everybody
Happening.
with the
Mhm.
yeah.
That movie's
Yeah.
awesome.
It was
See,
awesome.
here's sorry, I didn't mean
No, go ahead. Go. Please.
a theory that I had last night when I was when I was high. This theory that I had, this
I was
fear
too.
that I had was that we've only seen the first wave of what COVID does to you. So in our movie, like we're in our COVID horror movie, we've made it out on the other side, right? Like it's June, it's July, we're like, yay. And then it cuts to 6 months later. And like there's a restaurant with all
28
these
weeks
people
later.
eating, and everyone who's had COVID is just like, uh, uh, and like it turns out there's this like dormant thing that it does to you later. Like it's not gone, it's not over. And then we find out all the survivors, that's the first like zombie apocalypse, right? Like
Oh my God.
Yeah. Although zombies,
It's already mutating. They've already said it's mutating.
but zombies have
They
been
said
done.
it's
What if
mutating
everybody turns
already.
into werewolves or vampires?
as long as they have abs like they do in the movies. As
That's
long as
fair.
they turn into like 17-year-old werewolves.
Yeah, like
and things
Scott
Yeah.
Speedman.
With like 12-inch dicks.
But see, by the time that happens, we'll all be so fat from quarantine. We won't be
Yeah.
able to run after each
We
other.
can't
We
run.
won't be able to run. It'll be fine.
None of us are going to
Yeah.
stand a chance.
But I am curious to see if there's any like thing we just haven't seen yet because it's so new that it does to you if you survive it.
We shall soon see.
Yeah.
If it makes you really smart, like Lawnmower Man.
Yeah, right.
Like flowers for Algernon.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm so smart. And then you're like,
All
oh,
the
no.
Instacart workers got really smart, and now they're all lawyers.
That's funny. Oh, I just touched my face. God damn it.
Oh shit, I've been doing that the whole time.
Now you guys got to lock yourself in your houses for the next 14 days.
Yeah, look,
You
man,
wouldn't-
I'm in here wearing gloves, even though I'm like in the space that only I've been into for months.
The other day, my
Oh.
boss sent out an email and he was like, you all did such a good job today. You get to stay home the rest of the week.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I laughed and then I went, oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Used to be like, quit telling hack jokes.
Yeah. I thought you were the school for this kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, we can't really conduct the show under normal circumstances with all of our trademark drops and sound effects and stuff like that. And I didn't even really make birthday shout outs for today, but I thought since we're going analog, I would bust out my secret language, the secret language of birthdays books, and mention one famous birthday from today.
Take it away, Jazz.
Rene Descartes, actually.
Ah.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Descartes?
Yes, Descartes. So
I think it's Descartes, guys. Thank you.
you got to say all those S's.
Yeah, I
Stop,
believe
stop
he's.
whitewashing Rene Descartes.
Yeah,
That's right.
Rene.
Also, Al Gore, his birthday today.
Oh.
Descartes
It's
is
still
going to
alive.
be the musical I write about the Instacart during COVID.
I like it.
Insta
Good
Descartes.
I don't know. There's a bunch of others.
I do, Jazz, guys, just so you know, I do have a news segment as well, if you guys would like to
Oh,
do
wow.
that.
We could do a news segment.
We have 3 minutes. You want to give us the top story?
Yep.
Top story. This just in.
Cash that right outside.
Sounds ghetto.
Yeah. After reports of a malfunctioning ATM, investigators found $18,000 in shredded banknotes in the remains of one money-hungry rat.
What?
Officials report that the clever rodent evaded security, entered into the ATM vault, and proceeded to feast upon nearly half the cash locked inside. Out of the $42,000 that was supposed to be available, only $25,000 was recovered intact.
Jeez.
Well, we've started an investigation into this rare incident and will take measures to prevent a recurrence, said the branch manager. Police say that the rat acted alone with no human accomplices.
But dum.
Well, I guess that ATM's lucky since money will have no value in about 14 days from now.
Yeah.
It's looking that way.
We'll all just be trading rats for food.
It'll be the hottest commodity.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll give you 7 rats for that goat.
What goat? There is no goat. You're just hallucinating.
Yeah. Just
that
carrying
goat,
a
that
stick
one.
of rat.
That one there.
I'll gladly trade you a squirrel today.
For
Either
a
my dog's
character.
going to eat me or I'm going to eat my dog before this is all over. Stay tuned.
Wow.
If you eat your dog, though, will you make it on Instagram Live?
Yeah, please.
I'll make it a cooking show. I'll be like,
Yeah.
Super hot.
Nice.
I mean,
All right, any final words?
good luck and Godspeed.
Amen.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Oh my God. Tiger King 2020.
Take care, brush your hair.
Oh, and watch that show Dave on FX.
Oh, it's awesome. Love it.
I got to tell you, as someone who is a fan of rap and comedy, it not only does all of those things well, but they did a whole episode this past week about mental health. And it was like one of the most powerful things I've seen on television.
It was
Wow.
really good.
Those
Gata
are
from Odd
big
Future
words.
is the guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was incredible. It was
really
incredible.
good.
I mean,
Now
I
I
was
do
like,
want to watch it.
I was crying with like joy and empathy, and I mean, it was fucking beautiful. It's not at all what I was expecting to see in that show on that day.
It was way better. It was way better portrayal than the Ozark guy. If you've watched the new season of Ozark, way
I
better.
keep hearing about the new season.
It's good.
Yeah, I've been watching.
Next week, come back on. We'll talk about it then.
Yep.
There you go.
We'll have an all Ozark and Dave special.
I like that.
Well, we'll just watch the show, just live webcast.
Oh yeah,
Live stream. Yep.
All right, buttholes.
All right, weirdos.
All right, gang.
Bye.
See
Deuces.
you next Tuesday.
All right, see you next Tuesday.
Let's log in every week to see who survives this and who doesn't.
Yeah, that's right. We'll keep taking out squares.
Yep.
Bye.
All right. Talk to you
Bye,
guys
guys.
later. I don't know how to hang this up.